General Xiang, I have no regrets dying for the Xiang army. Please do not worry.
That Xiang Di's spirit will be able to find peace.
General!
More scouts from the Chu army?
Yes.
Didn't you state in your report that no Chu soldiers could be found within 100 li?
That is correct, General. But there were a few who passed by our camp. They look exactly like the ones before.
It's fine. It's been taken care of. Our western forces are in position. They're not a threat to us.
This time they came from the opposite direction, headed towards the east.
Towards the east?
General Xiang! You finally returned!
Jiu, why are our soldiers armed?
The king found out you left the camp. He sent envoys to bring charges against you. He's already arrived. He's inside with Mr. Fan.
Why is he bringing charges? Stop. I'll comply. Who is the envoy?
It's Song Yi's son.
Am I to be killed?
No,
Punished?
not that either.
What does he want then?
I have come to relay a message from the king. His Grace acknowledges what you've done for the kingdom. While you may have disappeared for 10 days, His Majesty was certain it was a military emergency. He meant to pay you a visit himself, but he's not feeling well. So he asked me to come in his stead and give you this message.
I disobeyed an order. Punish me!
The king also said, you are a great asset to the kingdom of Chu, and that it's his fault you left without permission. And since his bad leadership was to blame, he will take full responsibility for the incident.
Why is the king making such a big fuss?
Zhongli Mei!
I'm here, sir!
Come inside. Stand there. Zhongli Mei, you coward! You left camp without permission. Don't you know that is a crime?
I have no excuse.
General Xiang Yu values you very highly. He knows that you are a great asset, which is why in order to save you, he pursued you for 10 days. How will you respond to this?
I should be executed.
Well then, Jibu.
Your orders, sir.
Take him outside and kill him.
I can't obey that order, sir.
How dare you defy my orders?
I'm sorry, sir. But our leader is General Xiang Yu. We are the Xiang army. He's the only one we obey. Nobody else can order us around.
Mr. Fan, I will not allow this. Before you kill him, kill me first. It's my fault.
You are an asset to our kingdom. Even His Majesty, the king, acknowledges that. That is why he sent Minister Song's son to visit. You're being unreasonable.
Well then, mete out our punishments. I'll die for my general.
I too shall die with them.
How should we deal with this, good sir?
I can see your point, Mr. Fan. Still, I think General Xiang Yu did nothing wrong. Since the general would do as you say, I believe the decision is yours.
It doesn't seem proper.
It is, it is.
Zhonglime,
Sir?
you should be executed for your crime. But considering your many contributions, and the general's plea for you, and our king's high regard for talent, you'll be caned 30 times. Any objections?
I thank you for sparing my life.
Xiang Yu, because you value your men, you will be spared. You will stay in your tent for a day and reflect.
I accept the punishment.
Well, is that enough?
Indeed it is. You, sir, are fair and just. You have my respect.
General Chongli. General. No. It's all right. Don't get up. So it's done? How's your backside?
Thank you for your quick thinking, Mr. Fan.
I should be thanking you.
General, it's nothing.
This whole affair happened because of me. I know the king meant to humiliate me. He's becoming more and more fiendish.
Do you really think that this ploy was the king's idea?
So the one behind this is Song Yi?
Well, for the moment, let's put this aside. Anyway, today's real hero is none other than Zhonglime's backside. When you left 10 days ago, you headed north, didn't you?
The west, towards Zhao.
And on your excursion, did you happen to see anything strange or unusual?
Anything strange? Well, come to think of it, near Handan, we ran into some Qin soldiers. We went through their camp at night, but we weren't discovered. What's strange is at dawn, we found they didn't pursue us.
Now I see. This is exactly what's troubling the king and Song Yi.
Do you mean to say Zhao is in danger?
I'm a messenger from Zhao! Open the gates! Open the gates!
I've decided to send some of our soldiers to help Zhao. Anyway, the messenger rode a very long way. Give him a good meal and let him rest.
Understood.
Hey, was Zhonglime really struck with a cane 30 times?
Yes, Your Majesty. He was caned until his skin broke. I saw it myself.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm sure that with this, Xiang Yu will come to hate me.
I don't think so.
But how can he not? I sent an envoy to punish him, and his subordinate got caned. Do you really think he will let this matter rest?
Don't forget, you are the king. And without you, General Xiang Yu is nobody. Just a ruffian.
But our kingdom's military power is in his hands.
Indeed, he knows that very well. And so does Mr. Fan, might I add. Now that the Chao Kingdom's in danger, we have an opportunity to break up Xiang Yi's military power. So I think now is the time to execute our plan.
But I don't have a suitable candidate for that yet.
Well then, if you had to pick from among the generals, who do you think would be good enough? I have a person in mind.
Who? Xiang Yu agree to that?
That will entirely depend on how capable Liu Bang is.
General Liu,
Ah, Lord Shao.
where's Lord Pei?
He didn't sleep a wink last night, so he went to bed.
Oh, what's the situation in Chao?
Oh. Chang and the King of Chao have fled to Julu. They're now surrounded by Qin's General Wang Li. At the same time, Xiang Yu has gathered the remnants of Chang Shan's forces. There are tens of thousands of them. They've been stationed north of Julu. And as for Chang Han, he's stationed south of Julu, in Jiyuan. Along the Yellow River, they've built canals so they can ship supplies to Wang Li's men. Wang Li, having enough men and supplies, has been able to surround Julu. Meanwhile, the soldiers inside of Julu are quickly running out of both. So Chang has sent his men to Xiang Yu to ask him for assistance. Xiang Yu felt his men are no match for the Qin army, so he did not send him help.
What an ungrateful subordinate.
Chang was of course angered by his refusal. He sent a message chastising Xiang Yu. As it turns out, the two of them are sworn brothers. The King of Chao and I are in grave danger, yet you turn your back and send no help. It said, what happened to our pledge of brotherhood?
How did Xiang Yu reply?
His reply was, if I send you my soldiers, not only will they be unable to save you, they will die in the attempt as well. In the end, he still gave in to Chang request and sent 5,000 of his men to fight the Qin army. Not a single one survived.
They were not fated to be friends. I suspect the King of Chao will soon turn to the King of Chu for help. Then we'll have a chance to raise our status. Oh, what does our Lord think?
Our Lord is planning to visit Song Yi.
Absolutely not. At this time, we have to pretend we are weak and have no ambitions, so we'll be considered valuable.
Do you really think so?
You'll see what I mean soon enough.
Julu has been surrounded by the Qin army. Zhao is asking for help. Ministers, what do you think? Should we send them aid?
Your Majesty, at the moment, the Qin army's morale is very high. I think we should simply wait for another chance to come.
We're the strongest among all the kingdoms. The whole world is watching us. We need not wait. If we do nothing, no one else will. But if we help, everyone will follow.
I would have to agree with the General. Chu's prestige was built through strength, not waiting. Your Highness, give us the order, and we will gather our forces to destroy the Qin.
The Zhao are in grave danger. How can I just do nothing? Here are my orders. Gather our men, and enough supplies. In 3 days, we head north.
If I may ask, who will be our commander-in-chief?
In your opinion, who would be most suitable?
In my opinion, nobody but General Yu can fulfill this task.
Your Majesty, in my opinion, we should choose a virtuous man with a good reputation to lead us.
A virtuous man as chief? Huh?
Mr. Fan, why do you laugh? Is there anything wrong with what the minister said?
Are we fighting, or are we performing some kind of ceremony? Do you think Chang Han will surrender because of someone's reputation?
We're not strong enough. We cannot win this war without allies. A man who is not well liked can't hope to gain any.
Lord Songyi, on the other hand, has a good reputation, and he has a good relationship with the other kingdoms. Only he can be our commander-in-chief.
And the others? What do you think?
I second the motion, Your Majesty. Alliances are necessary. So no one is more suitable than Lord Songyi.
This matter is urgent. We cannot afford any delays. It's decided then. Rise, Songyi.
Your Majesty.
I hereby appoint you, Songyi, as Commander-in-Chief. In addition, you are to negotiate alliances with other kingdoms. Xiang Yu will be second in command, and Fan Zheng will be third. These are my orders. Work together and save Chao.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Control your temper, General. Let's quietly return to camp and discuss what to do next.
Liu Bang,
Yes,
you were silent the whole time. Why didn't you say anything?
should I have? I wanted to, but Mr. Fan asked me to keep quiet.
Is that what you thought?
Yes, doesn't this mean I should keep quiet?
Forget it. We'll talk later.
I do not think Xiang Yu will accept my decision.
Yes. Xiang Yi's uncle died in this war. He's eager to avenge him, and I understand that. However, he still has a young man's impulsiveness, since he's only 24. Don't worry, I will try to restrain him. Leave him to me, Your Majesty.
I trust you can handle him. We've been talking about alliances, but the truth is, our army is the only one strong enough to counter Qin. Therefore, Minister Song, the responsibility you bear is heavy.
It's my obligation to share in your worries, Your Majesty. One of which is the duty of the Chu to prevail over Qin. On the battlefield, I, Song Yi, do not fear the Qin soldiers. But, Your Majesty, I would like to ask that you send some of our men through the Wuguan Pass and hold back the Qin army by attacking Shenyang. With this, it will be easier for us to fight Chang'an since he'll be distracted. Whoever you send can also play a big part in helping us subdue Xiang Yi's military power.
His Majesty will see Liu Bang!
I'm here, Your Majesty.
You may rise.
Thank you, sire.
Be at ease. I ask you here today to have a chat with you. You have won many battles for our cause. I should have rewarded you earlier on.
Sire, I'm flattered.
No need to be modest. I truly think that it's an awful waste for a man of your talents to remain a common general. Listen, the Qin is even stronger than they were before, so it's hard to tell if the rescue mission will succeed.
Please don't worry, Your Majesty. Our troops are in high spirits. They're looking forward to going to battle. The Qin may be strong, but they still cannot hope to defeat us. You'll see. The battlefield will prove that.
I'm not worried about General Shang's capabilities. Huh? What I'm worried about is that we might suffer heavy casualties in this war. After we win and destroy Qin, the kingdom of Chu might be destroyed as well.
Then Your Majesty's saying...
I have decided to send another army to attack Shenyang. It would serve to distract Zhang Han.
Good idea.
Even if we cannot take Shenyang, the enemy's morale would surely decline.
I think that's brilliant.
I want you to lead the army, attacking Shenyang.
What? You want me? No! I can't do it, sire.
Why don't you want to? You're afraid of Xiang Yu, aren't you?
I'm not! Why would I be afraid of him? Your Majesty, most of my men are not trained soldiers. It's true, they fought a lot of battles and emerged victorious. But so few of them are left. Think about it. From Pengcheng to Shenyang, we'll have to conquer many cities along the way. Even if we successfully reach Shangyan, many soldiers would be dead by then. So how could we take Shenyang?
Then... tell me, who should I send? You may leave now. Let me give this some more thought.
Oh, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. I have an idea, but I don't know whether I should share it.
Go ahead and say it.
The road leading to Shenyang is definitely going to be a long and arduous one. I'm not sure we'll survive. I'm afraid most of my men would be reluctant to go. But if Your Majesty issues a decree saying the first to enter Shenyang will be proclaimed king, I think that should inspire them to try their best.
Because of the vertical alliance, warlords from all over will surely send us troops. And if all the warlords across the land keep sending reinforcements to Zhulu to help us, then the final decisive battle against the Qin will happen right here.
So in other words, in order to defeat the Qin, I have to act as live bait.
I understand that Chao is a weak kingdom, but Zhulu has given us an advantage against the enemy. All we need to do is prepare enough supplies to last us several months and guard the gates against our attackers. Chang'an thoroughly enjoys fighting intense battles. He will not let this chance pass. He'll concentrate his forces here. That would mean the bulk of Qin's military will be deployed here to fight this battle. If we are able to defeat Chanhan's main force, then the Qin will have nothing left. If we can lure them here and hand a defeat to Chang'an's men, we wouldn't have to attack Shangyan. Qin will be destroyed once and for all. That's the reason why we should stay here and continue acting as live bait. With this battle, Zhulu in our kingdom will be remembered for generations to come.
Your Majesty, we are done with the preparations. Our army will be heading out soon to help the Chao. But the Qin army is far from weak. We have to be cautious.
So, any insights?
We have stationed soldiers towards the north, but this might not be enough. So I suggest we spread the soldiers out, westward. Thus, we can pose as a threat to Shenyang. This will serve as a distraction and lower the Qin's morale.
A fine idea. Ministers, are there any more suggestions?
There are. Shenyang is just there. It will not move. After I destroy the Qin's main force, it would be easy for me to take Shenyang. Splitting up our men would only weaken our forces. It won't help in destroying the Qin. General Song, please tell me. Do you want to defeat Chang'an, or don't you? Sending men west seems like a good idea, but it's unwise. Your Majesty, please reconsider.
General Yu, thank you for speaking up. I understand your concern. On the surface, splitting forces does seem unwise. But it's not useless, because it can lower the Qin army's morale. Apart from that, it may get Hu Hai off his high horse. If that is all, I will now decide. We'll send men west as Song Yi says. It is settled. Ministers, who among you will lead them? I see. So none of you are willing. I believe you all know very well that this mission will not be easy. Let me give you an incentive. Whoever is the first to arrive at Shenyang will thereby be appointed its king.
I'll do it! I'll take the mission. I know I'm not brave like General Yi or smart like Lord Fan, but I'm determined to destroy the Qin. I do know that during this mission, I'll meet many hardships, but I'm not afraid. I'll take the mission.
I'm glad the Marquis of Wuhan's willing to do this task. No one's more qualified. How many soldiers do you have?
5,000! And 30,000 belonging to General Yi, but I dare not take them. Of course, even if Your Majesty can't afford to give me any more soldiers, I would still head west. I would do anything for you, Your Majesty.
Great. So, do you have any requests?
More men? I wouldn't dream of it. But, if it's at all possible, give me ample supplies. Your Majesty, don't worry. No matter what happens on the way there, as long as I live and breathe, I will continue west.
Very well said. You will get the supplies.
Thank you, sire.
And the 30,000, you can take them with you.
Thank you, sire.
General Xiang Yu, destroying Qin is of utmost importance to Chu. I hope you can see what is good for the kingdom and accept today's decision. Here are my orders. Liu Bang, the Marquis of Wuhan, is to lead soldiers west.
Let's hurry back and prepare.
Right.
The king will provide us with supplies, which means we'll need a place to put them.
Yes.
Go on, I'll leave that matter to you.
Leave it to me, my lord.
Oh, General Yu, Lord Fan, thank you, thank you.
Of course, Mr. Fan. I know that if it weren't for you, I never would have had a chance to sit on the throne. I also know that I'm not at all talented, but my heart is fully dedicated to our kingdom. The reason I appointed you third in command is certainly not to insult you. It's so you can rein in Xiang Yu's impulsiveness. We're going up against Zhang Han and Wang Li, who are at the head of a massive Qin army. I hope that you can help preserve our strength with your wisdom, in order for our men to emerge victorious on the battlefield. Don't let Xiang Yu's recklessness ruin our chances of victory.
Oh, I understand. The general's ancestors have died for this kingdom, yet he himself has no interest in politics. Don't doubt his loyalty. Every one of us, down to the lowest ranking soldier, holds your majesty in the highest regard. But I hope you'll take my advice. Never forget that you hold the strongest position across the land. And so we cannot avoid fighting the Qin. Hiding from them won't get us anywhere. Well then, excuse me, your majesty.
Take care, sir.
You think the general will regret his attitude?
Of course he'll regret it.
Definitely. That's right.
After waiting for so long, the time for us to be independent has finally come.
Well, this is a good start.
Yes. When you proposed going west, I broke out in a cold sweat.
Huh? why, but this sudden change is giving me a bad feeling. The king has spoken. Whoever enters Shenyang first will be king. We have no time to waste here. We need to leave now.
My lord, I think the king is trustworthy. He will keep his word.
He's trustworthy. But are Xiang Yu and Fan Zong? Right now they still recognize him as the king. Only because they're not yet ready to dethrone him. But when they are, things are going to change. Listen, my brothers. Tell all of our commanders to get their men ready. We'll set off immediately.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Anyone who leaks information about our plans of leaving early will be beheaded.
Yes, sir.
What's your plan, my lord?
The tents and the banners stay where they are. We're leaving tonight.
Liu Bang? He thinks he's being clever? So what if we're divided? He thinks he can accomplish the mission? Arrive at Shenyang first and be king?
We should send some of our men to watch him. Once he has an army, trust me, he'll be outside of our control.
Everything is under our control. No need to worry.
Reporting, General. Lord Pei's camp is empty. They have all left.
What? Are you sure?
Affirmative.
Didn't they say they were celebrating tonight?
That was meant to deceive us.
My horse!
Yes, sir. Hurry! Hurry! General!
Search for the entire place!
They sure left in a hurry.
Why did he leave in the dead of night?
Isn't it obvious? Shenyang's important. The kings of Chu built canals there for irrigation. Then the Qin turned it into their capital. It's a place that attracts liars and connivers. Just like Liu Bang. If you watch him closely, you'll understand.
His men are so few. He won't even make it through Hangu Pass.
The pass is mostly flatlands. He won't have a problem making it through. His task is easier than ours. We have to face Chang Han and his men. It seems that Liu Bang is a changed man. He's like some wild predator, ready to pounce at any time. Once he senses his prey, he'll attack with no hesitation. Soon he'll become a tiger so ferocious that he can rival you in strength. It's far from impossible.
Sworn Father, it's too early to say that. His forces are weak. He won't get too far. So I say, let him do what he wants for now. And when he's defeated, he'll come crawling back to us.
That's highly unlikely. Don't you know what happens when you set a tiger free? Just look at Liu Bang now, and what he's doing.
Exactly. I have to confess, you did make me angry today. But in the end, he's still my sworn brother. I don't believe he will harm me.
Let's wait and see. Xiang Yu's 3,000 men will gather here. Line right here, so we can ambush them.
we need are doctors. A lot of doctors. And a lot of medicine too. We're also running low on arrows. So what our men did is sharpen the tips of their spent arrows. But those will not penetrate the enemy's armor. Mei, find a way to solve the arrow shortage. Tomorrow after breakfast, we're setting off. Understood.
Greetings, General Xiang! General, I've written all of Chang Han's military tactics and a way to beat him in here.
You again, you crazy bodyguard? Mei?
Yes?
Get him out of my sight!
Understood.
Do this again, and you'll be punished!
Wait, I've written it simply and clearly. It wouldn't take long to read, so please. General!
Let's go!
General, please! Take a look at it!
Han Shin! Hey, take it easy!
Late to discuss something important. Please sit.
And I thought the reason you asked me here was to have a drink. That's why I came. I never thought it would be to discuss important matters.
Very important matters.
Well, this is strange. Did General Xiang invite me here? Or was it you?
He and I are one and the same. I and General Xiang treat you as a friend. We're always glad to have you here.
Ah, your words sound charming, but they make me feel uneasy. Get to the point.
Did you know that Liu Bang sneaked off last night and started heading towards the west?
So he's gone. I heard nothing about it.
He left in a hurry. Would you like to guess why?
Isn't that obvious? The King of Chu issued a decree that the first to arrive in Shenyang will be king. That's why he left immediately.
I don't agree. I think he left quickly to have more time to expand his forces. And if he succeeds, your entire army, as well as ours, could not hold him back. I don't think that either of us would like to see a strengthened Liu Bang army.
I'm not underestimating him. But with his few men, unlikely.
You do underestimate him. His ploy is to make others think he's weak, while he secretly builds up his forces.
You make a valid point. But aren't he and General Xiang Yu sworn brothers? I highly doubt they'll come to blows.
That's exactly why the general would never attack Liu Bang first. It won't reflect well on him.
Now I understand. So what do you want me to do, Mr. Fan?
Ask yourself what you want to do. You want to take Xiangyan?
Who does not dream of taking Shenyang?
It's decided then. We take the city and split the spoils between us. So, on no account should Liu Bang get there first.
How can I be of help?
Come. King of Wei, get a few of your men and disguise them as refugees. Do not carry any flags. Have them follow Liu Bang's army. When the time is right, attack them from their rear. The Qin will take care of those in front, and that will wipe out Liu Bang.
Then I'll order the Marquis of Gangwu to get his men ready and set off at once.
General Wang Li, there's no need to worry. Look, if this is Zhulu, the 300,000 soldiers we brought can easily surround it, but they won't attack.
We can quickly conquer Zhulu, so why are we not attacking?
Once we attack, troops from the other kingdoms will rush to the city's aid. When they arrive, our forces will be prepared to crush them.
In other words, you'll use Zhulu as bait to lure all the rebel groups to come out of hiding. And knowing that, we'll be ready to destroy them in one fell swoop.
That's right. This battle will finally put an end to this war. And this battle will be the last one that our empire will have to fight.
Liu Bang and about 40,000 men are here. It seems as if they're headed towards Shenyang.
Liu Bang is nothing but a scoundrel. But won't waste time worrying about him.
From here to here, the road is long and difficult.
My lord! My lord! We just checked on the men and discovered 200 of them are missing.
What?